the most horrid performance of his career when he lost to Semi Schultz in the quarterfinals of the Grand Prix last December. Was finished in just 1 minute and 27 seconds by a rampaging Semi Schultz. It is old guard versus new guard. Tyrone Spong, only 24 years old, 12 years the younger of Jerome Lebana at 36. The bookmakers have Spong as the favourite at -210, Lebana at +170. This one is going to send the awesome meter over the top. Michael Chavello, Mike Kogan with you. Jerome comes out in his trademark southpaw stance. Spong will be the quicker. Jerome will have the power. Spong uses his angles so well as a very competent counter fighter, particularly with his left hook. Nice inside thigh kick from Tyrone. He's got to keep his gloves up, however. Round kick just to the forearms. Round kick to the forearms of Jerome. You know, Jerome's got these steel pins inserted in his left arm, which was broken by Tyrone's trainer, Ernesto Hoost, at the Grand Prix in 2002, when Jerome was only about 90 seconds away from winning the Grand Prix until Ernesto shattered his forearm.
Jerome's looking pretty up to par here in the speed department also. I mean, he's there tit for tat with Tyrone.
He ate a nice right hand to that very banged up nose of Jerome Lebana. Interesting to see what Lebana brings here tonight with the great Tom Harrington in his corner. Tom Harrington, the man who first took Peter Ertz to the K-1 Grand Prix title in 1994, took Branko Sikatic to the first ever K-1 title in 1993, and Branko is in the house here tonight at the Yokohama Arena. Good front kick off the lead leg from Tyrone. Step up knee to the midsection from Tyrone Spong. Oh, and he just ate a short right hand there from Lebana. Spong dropped for the first time, and he looks a little rattled here. Has Jerome got his knockout power back? 3 knockdowns in 1 round and it's all over. Still a long way to go here. 1 minute 10 in the first round. And Jerome is hunting down Tyrone Spong. Throws the lead hand. Lebana is an interesting fighter. He fights as a left-handed fighter, though naturally he is right-handed. So he's got just as much power in his right hand as he does in his left.
And he's got a lot of power.
Very, very rare indeed.
In both of his hands.
Has also turned to pro boxing recently. A second-round KO of Ladislav Kovacic in November last year, taking his pro boxing record to 6-0 with 5 knockouts. And he's looking to knock out Tyrone Spong here. Spong's got to get off the ropes. And he does. This is not a good first round for Tyrone Spong. Under half a minute remaining here. Spong not using his footwork, not moving. Oh, Jerome just tees off at him, rips to the body and up to the head. Looking for another knockdown here is Lebana. Oh, doing the chicken dance is Tyrone Spong, but he gets out of trouble. Has Lebana got 1 big shot left in the final 10 seconds? It has been utter dominance from the Frenchman from Le Havre in the Normandy region. And that's how the round will end. It's going to be a 10-8 to JLB.
Wow. I mean, this is completely shocking to, I mean, none of us thought, you know, we all thought that Tyrone is definitely going to have the speed advantage, but yet it was JLB the whole round, one-way traffic. Though, was he playing possum and trying to get JLB to kind of unload all he can here in the first round?
I don't think so. I think Tyrone was genuinely rattled by a very impressive JLB. Mike, if we were on the internet right now, we'd be typing OMG, because Jerome has just pulled out the finest first round we've seen him have, I think, since about 2005, 2004.
Shocking. I mean, I predicted, you know, Tyrone Spong stick and move, and JLB chasing him the whole round, and instead he just ended up a one-way beating.
Ernesto Hoost just barking instructions here to Tyrone Spong in the corner. Spong has got to move. He cannot remain a stagnant target. Look at the ferocity of Jerome. I have not seen such intensity on JLB for a long, long time. He said he'd lost the ability to frighten himself and frighten opponents. I tell you what, he was scary in that first round. Look at the counter there from Jerome off the round kicks of Tyrone. Now, I believe what Ernesto has said to Tyrone as Tyrone takes a shot to the junk Ernesto said, let's attack that left arm that I broke in 2002, because Tyrone has come out slinging the back leg to that reputedly fragile left arm of JLB.
Yeah, which, what was it, 2 GPs ago, maybe 2008 it was, that he re-injured it again from repeated leg kicks. You know, so it's obviously definitely still fragile.
It was in 2008. It was against Remy Bunjaski on
that
right. occasion.
That's right.
So just a bit of recovery time here for Tyrone Spong after a shot to the John Smalls, and Jerome Labana is rearing to go again. My word, the conditioning of Labana. He said that training with Tom Harring and Peter Ertz is like having a new family, and he's really enjoying a second chance that he's fighting life at 36 years old, Jerome, after a few horrid years. Of course, he's competed in 11 Grand Prix. He's never won it. Has a 6-10 overall record competing in those 11 Grand Prix, and as I said earlier, coming off the worst performance of his career, I feel, against Semi Schultz last December, lasting only 1 minute and 27 seconds.
Which I think we both agreed on that fight. He just didn't want to fight. You know, he just pretty much showed up to just get in the ring. But now we're seeing a completely resurgence of GLB, somebody who's hungry. Like, you know, he's like, hey, I still can do this.
Step up knee from Tyrone, doubles up to it. Second one caught JLB on the sternum and planted him momentarily in the blue corner. JLB now drifts back to center ring, hooks him off that right hand. That was nicely done from Jerome, showing the speed over Tyrone Spong, which is very surprising. Jumping knee from Tyrone, shrugs him off. No knockdown though. Tyrone not prepared to lay down here, not prepared to go quietly into the night as he counters with that beautiful left hook I told you about earlier on. Has JLB slowed a little here? Tyrone checks the low kick. 1 minute 38 remaining in the second. Good parry of the round kick there from Tyrone. Tyrone's going to keep his lead foot on the inside of JLB's lead foot to give him that jab against the southpaw. He also wants to throw the right hand down the tube, which is public enemy number 1 of the southpaw fighter. And he wants to drift off to his left, not to his right, or else he's drifting into the left hand of JLB. You see JLB steps across, cuts off the ring, trying to draw Tyrone into that left hand. That left hand has given Jerome an 81% knockout ratio, one of the highest knockout ratios of any fighter in K-1 history. 44, 19 and 2, 29 knockouts he brings in tonight, JLB. Good round kick there from Tyrone off the back leg and just scoops out the round kick return from JLB. It's been a bit of round here for Tyrone Spong, no doubt about it. He slams another round kick to the rib cage, fires through with a straight left hand, steps through knee, belly button through the back, both men in the center of the ring.
A better round for Tyrone for sure, but still a strong showing here from Jerome Labana. I mean, he's not showing any signs of fatigue or slowing down, though his body's starting to get pretty battered. We can see it here much better live than you guys can see it in your monitors, but still no signs of slowing down. I mean, GLB is just...
Round kick to the forearms there from Spong. End of the second round, we go to the towels. How do you see it, Mike? I actually see that as either Tyrone Spong's round at just, or maybe a drawn round would be a fair decision, though I'd have to say, for mine, Tyrone was working a little harder than JLB there for most of the second round.
I think he was, but Jerome was pretty active at the start of the round, so probably a 10-all round would be a fair assessment here. But